What's going on, guys? Brian here, and today we're talking about Steam Deck and New World and my journey to try and actually get it to run on the platform. I'm going to go and set that down over there. Now, I've done a lot of hacks, I've done a lot of different trial and error, and I've also used streaming services and remote play. And so I'm going to give you guys my kind of impression, and yes, it's going to be a little bit of a frustrated impression. Not all of this really falls on the New World devs, but I have gone out to the forums and posted what I've done and what the errors that I'm currently getting are about, in the hopes that we could see New World officially supported on Steam Deck, because I think that would be a real win for New World players, especially for somebody like myself who actually loves to fish in this game, and I would love to be able to sit back and literally fish on Steam Deck. I could do that all day, every day, and be completely happy with it. But so far what I've done in terms of troubleshooting, etc., I've done many different of the Proton versions. I've got that set up, I've tested it out, I've even gone online and seen what other people have done and said get working, but I have yet to have that same experience. I get generally two errors with the local version. One is dealing with my Wi-Fi connection. Even though I can connect, see my character, hit play, gives me some kind of error with Wi-Fi. And then the other error tends to be a easy anti-cheat loading error. And I've done a lot of troubleshooting in regards of both of these things, and unfortunately have not been able to get the game to log me in locally while it does launch. And I hope that, and even on SteamOS it does say that it's somewhat compatible, but this only leads me into wanting official full native controller support outside of the SteamOS. And then secondarily, I've tried GeForce Now, and I got that to where it would accept the controller input, but I've been able to log in on GeForce Now, but yet the controller mappings don't equate one-to-one, where on any other device for GeForce Now it works without issue, but I've still had and run into some issues, even going in and obviously enabling Chrome to support accepting the controller. Same thing I did with Stadia and got Stadia to work just fine, but on this case, in this particular app, I have not been able to have that translation. The weirdest thing about it though is actually doing remote play to my computer and running into the same issue, where with remote play, trying to play, having the controller not necessarily know what it needs to do, what the buttons need to do, despite having used my layout and my setup and having it mapped and tested and everything I think should work, and testing out a couple other community layouts that say they're for Steam Deck, and still running into the same problems overall with the game's experience. And this isn't overall positive in terms of that, because I want to be able to play New World on my Steam Deck, being that I can now play Final Fantasy 14 on it, I can play Destiny through Stadia, I can play a handful of my games that I already own on Steam are now on Steam Deck, and I'm going to be playing through a lot of those, kind of hopefully finishing off some of my single player games that I just never seem to make time for. And that's ultimately kind of where I think the Steam Deck could be a really big asset for my gameplay experience, in terms of both New World and fishing and doing my various quests that I like to do and how I like to play the game. Same thing with Destiny, and same thing with even Final Fantasy 14, being able to kind of have that mobility. And what I use GeForce Now in my house for is I only have one real gaming machine, and that's actually what I film on. That's what I do most of my job on. And then I have a handful of other computers that couldn't play a video game to save their life, and that's where GeForce Now has always been a real asset. And my hope was with the Steam Deck to be able to kind of filter that in. I still want to test Lost Ark. I still want to also test we got Diablo Immortal launching this week, and I want to see if I can't get that on there, just to open up my grinding and leveling experience, having that level of flexibility to sit down, and while the kids maybe are watching a movie this summer, that I'm sitting down and hanging out with them, but at the same time I can also be kind of grinding, and the Steam Deck ends up being a real asset for that. So anyway, I've posted on the official forums. If you guys have any tips or tricks or things that I can try to get this up and running, I think that would be huge. And also, as kind of a reminder, if you're still here at this point in the video, tomorrow, June 1st, I'm going to be squaring off against the devs in the 3v3 arena over on Twitch. The link will be in the description of this video if you want to come hang out. We've also been giving away the drops as well. So if you're looking on the stream whenever I'm playing New World, or my buddy, because I share Work to Game on Twitch with my friend Chris, if he's streaming it, he's been streaming New World bright and early in the morning for an hour, so people can kind of work on that 2 hours to be able to get the drops. And honestly, there's an incredible double drops to get. So hopefully you guys join me tomorrow for that. I'm going to keep troubleshooting the Steam Deck, but being that it's Tuesday, I've had it all weekend and I put a lot of time into troubleshooting it already. I think it's kind of time to be like, okay, this is what it is. I would not be purchasing the Steam Deck right now as it exists for New World, but there is hope. And I hope that we can see that, you know, and we continue to provide that feedback to the devs so that they can enable New World to open up and have more options for players so they can take part in it. I think the Steam Deck would be a really nice extension of the gameplay and of the world, and being able to kind of play on, you know, whether you want to play on the go or if you want to just kick back, relax on the couch and watch a movie while you do some fishing or some logging or whatnot. There's apparently going to be a June event. It's going to be double XP, and who knows, like, I'm going to keep providing this feedback. We're going to keep you guys up to date on my progress with Steam Deck and New World here on this channel. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I look forward to actually reading your comments. Again, you know, any and all tips, I love to hear them, you know, because at this point, that's kind of really where I'm at. And if I can get it to where I can get it to run, ideally, I can put together kind of a step-by-step guide for anybody else who's out there struggling. But right now, I'm still not able to achieve said goal. I feel like I get close. I've done a lot of different things, installed Wine, installed a wide range of Proton variants, and I keep testing, and at some point it's like, all right, I'm just going to play something and not worry about constantly trying to modify the Steam Deck to get this to work. Anyway, thanks guys for your time today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and discussion, and if you guys got tips, like I said, I need them. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow over on Twitch, but if I don't, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Anyway guys, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.